one of my favorite pictures. Soon after I got the Venice home, I decided that the cell phone was not a good source for my entertainment, so I decided I was going to install an XM Tuner. In this video, we're first going to look at how the XM Tuner is mounted, next how the antenna was mounted, and finally a very brief look at the wiring. My spare parts bin yielded up a bicycle cell phone holder which was waterproof, so I decided I would use that. It's normally meant to be installed on a handlebar, but I thought it would work using a piece of pipe. So I installed a floor flange, I glued it actually to the underside of the dash, ran a nipple down from that and attached the cell phone holder to that. There's a bit of prep work involved in getting the flange ready. First, you need to take a section off so that the flange will fit in the available space. You need to polish the bottom of the flange so that it's smooth, that the adhesive will hold it to the bottom of the dash. And you also need to remove the finish from the bottom of the dash where the flange is going to be adhering. I clamped the assembly in place for 24 hours to give the single part adhesive an opportunity to set up, and I will be posting information on the adhesive at the end of this video. The blinking blue light you see is on the Tron transmitter that links the SiriusXM radio with the Bluetooth in the Venice. The Venice Bluetooth, when it connects, always comes on at full volume. So what you're going to see now is me frantically trying to turn the volume down so it doesn't blast out my neighbors. A waterproof remote is available for the SiriusXM radios. They were cheap, so I bought one, bought a holster for it, and mounted it to the side of the footwell. In practice, it's proven to not be necessary because it's very easy to operate the buttons through the window of the holder. Also, I actually feel that using the remote is probably more distracting than using the buttons on the radio. Soon you'll be there at your side with a sweet. Next, we're going to take a look at how I mounted the SiriusXM antenna. As you can see, I mounted it on the rear clip. Mounting the antenna on the Venice is a bit of a challenge as there really is not much metal to do. Running the antenna wire is a fairly easy operation. Just involves taking out a lot of machine screws. Just a note, each of these machine screws has a black plastic washer behind it. Real easy to lose, so be warned. If you were totally removing the rear clip, you would have to take out the style bars, but for our purposes that's not necessary. We just need to raise it up a few inches to get the wiring in. Behind the seat are 6 machine screws that have to be removed. Around the gas cap are an untold number of machine screws that have to be removed, and then there are the 2 screws that hold the little clips that hold on the storm cover. Once they're off, you can raise the clip up and you have access to put in the antenna and store the excess wiring. Now, to hold the antenna in place, I used a magnet, an earth magnet. I'll post information on that at the end of the video. It's got like a 25-pound pull, so I really don't expect to ever see that coming off. In the fuse box in position 25, I installed an ATA circuit. The position 25 is the instrument cluster, goes on and off with a key, and to that I wired the GPS speedometer and the SiriusXM radio. Position 19 is a blank. I installed an ATA circuit there, and I use that to power the Tron transmitter. This is the adhesive I used. I bought the mini tubes because you really don't need to use a great deal of it. This is the magnet that I'm using from K&J Magnets. Tron Bluetooth transmitter receiver, available on eBay or Amazon. please visit my All Things Venice blog.